Alright guys, so we're here with part 3 of the Springfield overview, and we just did the General Hospital, so now we can move on to the Springfield Coliseum. Pretty nice building. It's got its parking lot in the front. Nice, fence of bushes going all the way around it. Some nice trees in the front too. One of the billboards, which fits in good there because it's like a wrestling MMA sort of building, so you can add in the Gorgeous Grandpa, wrestling sign, so that fits in pretty good there. Moving on to the Springfield Downs, radioactive man sign in the front, some flower beds, one of those angel statues that no one ever uses. This is another building that, decorates itself really nicely. It's got trees and, the racing course in the back as well. So, you can decorate that really nicely, put some fence around it. I've seen tons of people make, like, their own stands and stuff in the back, so you could do that, but, whatever you guys choose. Put some trees in the back as well, back there. And then there's the Dr. Julius Hibbert's family practice, so that's a really nice building as well. Got, the fenced-in area in the back too, some trees, the parking lot, and, just a nice field around it. Then we have the church / heck house. I mean, I leave it on the heck house just because I think it looks cooler, and I don't know, I just like it better, but I decorated this really nicely. It's got its garbage area in the back for trash and stuff, I don't know, whatever trash a church would have. I had some area left over, so I put some little shrubs there too, some trees on the side, a sitting area with, I guess, some newspapers, a nice walkway up to the front of the building, and, parking lot. And I had this area left over, so I made, like, its own little sanctuary, I guess, with a gazebo for people who want to go out there and pray or something, I don't know. Lard Lad Donuts, which sadly is the only one in my town. There used to be like 4 of them, now there's only one. I don't know, guess I had to shut some down for room for other stuff. But it's a really cool building. Like I said, it decorates itself really because it's got already a parking lot and, some shrubs and stuff. So I put a Hail Ant sign there, fenced in area in the back with some trees there as well. And really nice. I like the Lard Lad Donuts. They're really cool looking building. And moving on to Lugash's Gym, which is a pretty cool building. Got some brick wall behind it, just a little white fence, a little garbage area on the side, and the entrance of the building's over here. So this is actually a really cool building as well. Kind of one of those other ones that you don't have to decorate much. And yeah, so we can move on, to the Duff Stadium, which is pretty cool as well. And this one you can decorate in tons of ways too, because there's so much possibilities you can do. More Laramie vending machines, parking lot, some speakers, some shirt stands, one of those big Duff party buses, which is really cool. That thing, but the only thing I don't like about that is just it looks so massively big compared to like all the buildings and stuff. So not really one of my favorite, decorations that we have. But the Duff Stadium, again, is one of those buildings that you don't have to do much to. It already looks super boss as it is. And Colwood Mental Hospital, and that's really cool. So you have those shrubs. I already showed you guys this in one of my previous videos, but I'll talk about it again. Some trees around it, flower bed. But it's got a big fence around it, so you don't have to really decorate it as much. One of those buildings that decorates itself, I guess. And then there's the Asia Day Cubicle, which is really decorated. I really, took my time on this one. And, it's got nice planters and shrubs going around, the nice cobblestone fence. Nice parking lot area over here, walk over, go into the building. Really nice. I like the way I did that. Then there's a Sleep Easy Motel, which is okay. It's a pretty cool building. It's sort of another one of those buildings that you don't have to do much to because it just looks really nice as it is. Put some brick wall behind that. some trees over here, some newspapers and telephone stand, some cones, and you know, some more parking lots in front of that. Then the Legitimate Businessman Social Club, which I wish was in a more urban part of my town, but I guess that's just where fate wanted it to go. So it's wound up all the way in the, you know, dark corner of my town. So pretty nice though. If it was over in, you know, the other part of my town, I probably wouldn't have had much room to work on it, because it has the parking lot and, you know, that back entrance, I guess, for the mobster car to go. And really nice. It's already got its own like sidewalk to it, so it'd look kind of weird if you pushed it up against the other sidewalk. But you know, it's a really cool building. I really like that. You know, moving on across the street, we have the big ray gun and the crashed ray gun, and really nice building. And well, not a building, just decoration. But the crashed UFO is like one of the hardest things I found to fit in. And hold on, sorry, I'm just replying back to somebody. And it doesn't really look good in my town. Oh, you know, in any town really. It's just kind of like an odd thing to try and fit in, but you know, whatever. But the ray gun's kind of more easier because it's like nice and professional looking, but you know, whatever. So I fenced it in, made like a gate and stuff like that. And then moving on is the post office. Oh god, the post office, which has a parking lot in the front, flower beds, some shrubs, a bench over here. You know, the Santa's Little Helper balloon in the background, so that's a nice building as well. Then there's the Springfield Community Center and some shrubs and stuff, and some more flowers. And sorry about that in the background. And more parking lots, and you know, just some shrubs and stuff. And then there's the Krusty Loose Studios, which has the Radioactive Man sign, and I should have put the film set over here, but there just wasn't enough room. But whatever. There's a fountain there too, some itchy and scratchy balloons, some of these bat signal lights, some more parking lots and stuff, and then you know, a few trees and stuff around it, so it looks sort of nice. This is a really cool place. You can sort of make it fit into a lot of, you know, areas and stuff. And then moving on to the Krusty Burger, which is really cool. And honestly, before I made this, I actually hated trying to fit Krusty Burgers in because they're just so hard to fit in. But I gave it its own little playground, I guess. You know, over here in this area, I had left over some shrubs and stuff, which separates the parking lot from the drive-through. And you know, just this little garbage area, which is in the back of like every single McDonald's you'll see. So that's kind of where I got the idea for that from. And moving on to the Gilded Truffle, it's got that fountain in the front, a parking lot with a Channel 6 news van behind it, and some benches and some garbage cans, some trees in the back. And the Gilded Truffle is one of those buildings that sort of, you don't got to do much to. It just decorates itself, really. You know, it's got that nice patio outside, so there's not really much you have to do to it. Then there's Luigi's, which is really nice as well. Got tons of eatery chairs outside, you know, nice shrub fence around it, a bench with some newspaper stands, and a parking lot out front. And behind that is the, I guess it's sort of like a little park, and you know, it's got the lemon tree there. I kind of wanted to make the lemon tree look, you know, stand out a lot. But yeah, so it's really nice. I put tons of little flowers and hedges and bushes and stuff around it, so really nice. And moving on is the Duff Stadium, which is just massive. I should probably downsize this a little bit because it's taking up tons of space. But you know, it's got the 4 fountains in the front, which is really nice touch. The cannons, the Duff Racer, you know, the big entrance, the Duff Barney Blimp, little foresty area in the back, 2 fencing areas on the side, and you know, some executives cars, I guess. And then just like a little area over here that's open, and it's got the satellite in the back. Not really what for, but I just thought it looks nice. So I really like the Duff Stadium part of my town. Really, really awesome, you know, addition to it. I really like that a lot. Really cool. Moving on to the Springfield Buddhist Temple. Not really much you can do for this one. Just, you know, a nice little walkway to the street from the stairs. You know, fenced in area around it. Just a few trees and stuff. And sort of decorates itself, I guess. You know, one of those nice buildings and stuff. And I guess there's going to be a part 4. I didn't think we were going to go that far, but, you know, I don't want to make it any more longer than 10 minutes, you know, even though I went a little bit over. But part 4 is going to be the last part, so yeah, stay tuned.